You know the mantra in the XRP community has always been pretty simple, right? Hold. Just wait for that massive price jump. But what if that's actually a losing strategy? See, there's this group of XRP holders who aren't just waiting around. They're actively building their stacks, using a method most people have never even heard of. They're not just holding, they are accumulating. And it all kind of starts with this one number, $589. We've all seen it. It's the price target that basically became a legend, a symbol of everything we were waiting for. But have you ever stopped to ask, where did that number even come from? Well, it's not just us asking. As one industry blog put it, its origins are murky and not exactly backed by hard economic data. The truth is, it started on some forum years and years ago and just kind of morphed into a meme. It became a belief that was driven way more by hope than by any real, solid analysis. Let's just break down the math for a second. On one side, you have the meme math that gets you to that big $589 number. It's based on this hypothetical idea of capturing all $27 trillion from bank accounts. But then, on the other side, you have utility math. This is grounded in what it would take to replace the actual daily volume of the SWIFT system. And that calculation, it brings the price to around $9. The difference is just staggering, and it really shows you the gap between the meme and reality. So look, if you've ever felt frustrated just sitting there watching your assets do nothing, you're not wrong. Chasing a meme price isn't a real strategy. For a lot of people, it's become a huge distraction from what really matters, building a real position. And that brings us to the big question, right? If just passively waiting isn't the best move, how in the world can someone actually accumulate more XRP without just constantly throwing more of their own money at it on an exchange? Okay, this is the critical shift. For years, it was the big players, the institutions, who were the only ones building the infrastructure to move value around. But the game has totally changed. The same kind of network building tools are now available to regular people, to you, allowing you to build your own system for accumulation, completely peer-to-peer. And that brings us to a decentralized web app that's been gaining a lot of traction called the XRP TIP TEAM. Its purpose is super straightforward. It gives users a way to accumulate XRP by helping other people join and participate directly on the ledger. So how does this all actually work? Let's dive into what the platform calls the tip economy. This is the engine that's designed to flip you from being a passive holder to a truly active accumulator. Getting started is honestly super simple. First, you set up a secure XMAN wallet. If you don't know, that's a really popular wallet for self-custody in the XRP world, which means you and only you are in control of your funds. Once you've got some XRP in there, you join the network with an initial tip to your sponsor. That's it. You're in. And you don't have to be some tech genius either. The platform handles all the complicated blockchain choreography behind the scenes. Your job is simple. Share your personal referral link. The system does the rest, and you even get a Telegram alert every single time a new tip lands in your wallet. Now, the real core of this system is something called the pass-up principle. You can think of this as the engine that drives all the network growth. It's the secret sauce that allows your ability to accumulate to go way beyond just the people you directly refer. Here's how it works. As your team members bring in new people, the tips from their second and fourth referrals get passed directly up to you. This is where a powerful pattern starts to form, and you begin receiving tips from the efforts of a whole network that you didn't build all by yourself. This right here is the wow moment. It's where the potential really clicks, because that pass-up effect, it's not a one-time thing. It keeps happening, down through every single level of your network, forever. This is what creates what the system calls infinite tip streams, a nonstop flow of tips from the activity of your entire team, all coming straight to your wallet. So once you understand that mechanism, the next question is pretty obvious, right? What's the real potential here for the people who get in and start building a network early? Well, this system is also built to last. To stay active in the network, every member sends a small monthly tip to their sponsor. This one simple recurring action is the key that transforms what could just be one-off tips into a more predictable, continuous stream of income that just grows and grows as your network gets bigger. And what's so important to get here is that you're building a genuine digital asset. Your position in this network is actually an NFT, a non-fungible token, that you own and control, minted on the Zaha network. Every single tip is sent peer-to-peer, directly from their wallet to yours. No middleman. And because every transaction is on the public ledger, it's all completely transparent. You are always in control. This whole thing leads to a really powerful shift in your mindset. You're not just another participant. You're actually becoming a network sponsor, helping guide other people into the ecosystem. Your role really evolves into being a guide. You're not just sharing a link anymore, you're showing people why it's so important to control their own assets, how to actually interact with the ledger, and the huge difference between just passively speculating and actively participating. So let's bring it all the way back and answer that big question from the beginning. According to this model, how do you actually accumulate XRP? Step 1, secure your foundation with your own wallet. Step 2, activate your position in the network. And step 3, start the flow by sharing your link and building out your team. It's that simple. So I'm going to leave you with this final thought. Everyone in crypto is looking for that moonshot price. But what if we've all been looking in the wrong place? What if the real moonshot isn't some number on a chart, but the size and strength of the network you can build yourself? If this idea of active network building sounds better than just waiting around, you can learn a lot more about how the whole system works. Just go visit xrptipteam.com.